Good evening, everyone. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to S'mores Indoors. It's been a while since I've been on here, and kind of had the itch. I've got a little bit of a, I think I've got some allergy issues going on. So if I'm hacking and coughing a little bit on this, I apologize. But um, what's up, Jonathan? How's it going? Um, but I wanted to come on and do something and hang out a little bit. I got a bunch of stuff. I was thinking it's been a while since I've done a collection update or shown off some pickups. So thought I'd do something like that tonight. And yeah, we'll go through some of that stuff. If you have any questions, we can talk about that. Anything new coming up in the news, we can go through some of that. Um, Trying to get back in this YouTube thing a little bit because I'm kind of bored. So, but we're dipping our toes back in tonight. We're gonna go through some, like I said, some pickups and do whatever. So we'll see how long this goes. But I do have a big stack of stuff to go through, and this is kind of stuff I picked up over a little bit of time. It's not been in the last week or two, or even the last month. It's been a little more than that. So we'll go through all that stuff. So what's been going on with everybody? Hope everyone's been doing well. I did want to address Jonathan out there because they probably all the guys I went to Full Moon with, which I'll talk a little bit about that too. Uh, Probably think I just vanished off the face of the earth because I had to take a little break from social media and beyond Facebook. I deleted everything. I only kept Facebook because got to have it for work, for what I do for my job. So everything else I just dumped, and it's been kind of mentally freeing, and tried to avoid as much as I can. And I've really tailored my even Facebook feed to get rid of some of the nonsense out there. So if you're having some mental health issues when it comes to social media, I highly recommend just kind of making a clean break off of all that stuff if you need to. So, what is up, Dan Shine? I was just watching you on Jess Graham's Star Trek episode the other day. Yep, doing well. Just like I was saying, I'm taking a little social media break. So, but I was watching you on the Star Trek episode, and it, it cracks me up when he does those shows with so many movies because I looked at it, it was like 4.5 hours. Like it doesn't feel like when you're on those shows you're talking about each movie that long, but it adds up. So, but yeah, everything's well, and yeah, I'm hanging in there. So I know some of you guys have me on Facebook. You can always message me there if you have me on that. I still have S'mores Indoors on there, I think. But yeah. So I guess I'll start going through these pickups I've got here. I don't know where I'm going to put them once I show them. I guess back here. Um, no, the kind of room divider curtain things open in the back now, so still in the dining room. One day I'll get back in the movie room, but I've got a bunch of stuff in there for this project I'm working on, so uh, it's kind of no room for a computer in there, unfortunately. I wish there was. I need your setup, Dan, the whole basement thing. So, but can't do it. Can't do it right now. All right, let's go through some of this stuff. So I got this one recently. It was a pre-order I made. I've always loved this movie. I remember seeing this when it came out, whatever year it is. Um, Wanted to see this really bad in the theater because I was a big SNL fan back in the day, and one of the actors was a big SNL star in the '80s, and so I wanted to see this in the theater and loved it. And it's one that I'd never revisit really. In the years after that, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it was just kind of hard to come by, a little harder to find, but Joe Dante film Inner Space. So I picked that up on a pre-order, like I said, and I haven't checked it out yet. I'm sure it looks great. It's Arrow, but yeah, I'm looking forward to giving that one a watch and revisiting that one. So I love all the Joe Dante movies. They're always great. Yeah, Inner Space is a blast. But yeah, it's been a long time since I've watched it, and looking forward to watching it. Um, I'm gonna do this real quick. All right, maybe I sound a little better. It's been a while since I used StreamYard. I was on the webcam microphone, so hopefully I'm on the Yeti now. So this one was another pickup that I just went ahead and upgraded. I think I only had the DVD of this, and typically I'm not trying to upgrade things to 4K anymore unless it's kind of the only option. But this does have the Blu-ray in it, which Dan and I have talked about this. I don't really want to buy any 4Ks unless they have a Blu-ray in them if I can avoid it. But picked up Field of Dreams. I think I only paid like $6 for this, actually. So went ahead and grabbed that. I always loved watching that one in the summer. One of my favorite baseball movies, so happy to grab that one. And all these are kind of mixed and matched. I didn't kind of combine them in labels or anything, so I'm kind of adjusting as I go here. But another Arrow pickup, one that I had pre-ordered as well. And this one was one, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, I've never seen Explorers, honestly. That's one that I mean, I'm not buying that, but I've never seen it. I'll have to check it out sometime. This is one that I don't think this got a Blu-ray release, or I probably would have bought it. I typically buy those. I typically buy those new releases from Arrow on Blu-ray if I can when they come out. But I think this only had a 4K. But it's the Tobe Hooper Salem's Lot, and this has the miniseries plus the theatrical version. So I don't think that's been on a release together before. So that was awesome to find, or awesome to grab whenever they announced that one. Had that pre-order. Let's see. We got a couple. There's a couple from Kino, but I have some more down in the stack somewhere. But got the documentary Wolfman's Got Nards. Of course, from Monster Squad. I had not seen this. Always heard decent things about it, so grab that. Now, this one I watched actually before I went down to Full Moon. This was the last movie I watched before I went down for the convention, and really enjoyed this one. I don't know why I always thought this was Pam Grier for some reason, maybe the artwork on the front, but got Sugar Hill, and just a fun blaxploitation movie. So if you haven't seen Sugar Hill, check that one out. And it's a nice version from Kino. Here's some more Kino stuff. This one, another one I have not seen in a long time. And got this on Kino. I know this was a Scream Factory release as well back in the day, but some Wings Hauser goodness with Vice Squad. Fun movie. Watched this maybe a week or two ago. So it was a fun watch to revisit that one. Another one here. I haven't opened this one up yet, but I always love this movie. This has Anthony Edwards from Revenge of the Nerds. And rest in peace, Donald Gibb, by the way, that just passed away. Ogre. That was sad to hear. But yeah, this is a fun movie if you haven't seen it. It's a Miracle Mile. Got the slipcover. I got slipcovers with all this Kino stuff, so that was always good to have. And then again, rest in peace, Chuck Norris. Got Missing in Action and Missing in Action 2. I actually got those off of Hamilton Book, and they were like $5 each, so couldn't complain about that. Let's go to Full Moon here, because I have a couple things from that trip, and I want to find this other one, because it was, there it is, something else I got down there. I should go with it first. Jay the Stingray, shout out to him. We talked about this a long time ago, and he said he was going to give me this, and I forgot all about it. And when I got to the convention and met up with him, he handed it to me, and I was like, damn, I forgot all about that. So gave me the Baskin IFC Midnight Blu-ray here. So thanks a lot, Jay, for that. Look forward to giving that a watch. And then at the convention, I bought some other stuff, and I can't remember what it was, but this was the main thing I bought. And I think I paid $35 for this, which is probably fair if, I was trying to buy it out used somewhere. But it's the Scream Factory Omen collection. I just had that little crappy, I don't even know who put that set out, where the discs were held in by like foam rings or whatever. So this is cool. It's got everything, in cases. So it's glad I found that. I'll throw these two up here. Just pick these up. I actually have a reason to grab these coming up in a few months. It really doesn't mean much to anybody watching, probably, but I work at a library. I'm doing a little retro video store thing, and on one of the days I'm going to screen some movies as well, and two of them are going to be the two Happy Death Day movies. So I figure those are good for younger people that are going to come and maybe watch stuff at the library. And then I'm thinking about doing for the third movie, like They Live or something. So I wanted to do some Carpenter in there as well. But I do have a specific reason I don't want to really say right now, because I might jinx things, why I'm doing the two Happy Death Days. But yeah. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's do let's do these, because they're all related. I need to find one more here. It's going to be in the last one. It is the last one. What do you know? So I got some, of course, we have Jessa Jupiter Flux on our logo here, and got some of her movies here. I always try to support her with her work. And first off, we got Crackoon. It's a shit movie, but she does have a good shower scene for any of those that you interested in that one. We've got Murder Size. I had never picked that one up, so went ahead and grabbed that. And from the same director, I picked up Only Fangs. I haven't checked that one out yet. Obviously, I've seen Murder Size. And from Sean Donahue, Fatal Desires. Went ahead and grabbed that one as well. So like I said, I always try to pick her stuff up, throw a little of her way. So yeah, happy to grab them. Let's see what else we got here. This was another pickup on Hamilton book, and it was $5, and I thought that it was a really good deal. It's the Steel Book of Hollywood Dreams and Nightmares, the Robert Englund documentary. So another one I have not seen yet, but I love a good documentary. I've always heard positive comments about that one, so look forward to checking that out. This was one I picked up at Full Moon too. Now I remember. It is a Code Red Blu-ray for The Forest, and I think I paid $12 for that, maybe. So I know most people don't think it's great, but went ahead and grabbed it. Here's some Scream Factory stuff that I picked up. I've been buying some old Scream Factory stuff I didn't have, just to kind of fill out the collection some. Got Cherry Falls. Yeah, Hamilton Books is amazing, and yeah, they add stuff the first Monday of every month, I think. And they did announce they're going to start adding a bunch of old Olive Film stuff. So I know they just recently had like Cujo on there and stuff like that. They weren't as affordable as I was hoping. I was hoping they'd be under $10, and I think they're more than $10. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I do love going on there, and I try to avoid it because I end up filling a cart and then I'm back in the hole again. Whatever. This one, I may have mentioned this before, but Sawbones. It was like $3. I don't know. It's probably a piece of shit. To go along with that, Dr. Giggles. Pick that one up. Funeral Home. So yeah. What's up, Jess? I was telling Dan I just watched your guys' Star Trek show. I had an awesome time with that. I love putting on shows like that. And Jess, your channel is one that is my favorite. And I don't want this to sound like a negative, because it's not. I love putting on a Rumble show just in the background, and I can just kind of listen to it and do other things, because I just like listening to you guys banter back and forth about stuff. So that's kind of what I did this afternoon. I left work a little early because I'm dealing with some allergy BS. But I was listening to that basically all afternoon and evening. So appreciate that, and good to see you on here. I appreciate it. Last Scream Factory one I picked up. This one actually picked up used on eBay, and I got it for a pretty good deal with a slipcover. Not that that really matters to me. And well, that's true too. But 10 to Midnight, Charles Bronson. Like I said, I think I got this for like $11, and yeah, it's a good deal, I thought. Here's a Dan Shine movie I picked up. It's a Code Red DVD or Blu-ray. I think that this is on Vinegar Syndrome now too. But this is definitely a Dan movie, and it has a ton of nudity, but I was bored to death. Like, I had to stop it. Black Candles. I was like, there's so many boobs in this, but I was just bored. So tell me, Dan, your thoughts on Black Candles. I'm sure you love it. It was just not quite for me. I'll get a drink while you're Yeah, it's a damn movie. I'm gonna I'm gonna throw the I'm gonna throw the link in the chat. I'm gonna be risky here. If anyone wants to hop on, Dan or any of you guys, I will do that. I guess I don't have to bring in someone if they're weird. Um, there you go. Someone wants to hop in with me. I'm about through all these movies, so we can chit chat. Also picked up this. I only have a few left. I don't know why I bought this. Maybe because I have the same attitude as Dan sometimes. This is A New Visual Vengeance, Date with a Vampire. Here's just softcore porn, basically, but whatever. I needed to add something on Amazon, and I grabbed that. What the hell? Fascination. There's a sale on Indicator on Amazon. I think this was like $15. So I hear good things about that one. All these are like damn movies at the end. What the hell? Gestapo's Last Orgy. I feel like you got to pick up any Nazi exploitation stuff because it's just a shock to me that some of it's out there. So, yeah. But a good release. This is 88 films, and this was on MVD, and it was like $11. I think it was on there for way less than that a while back. But yeah. And two more. The last two of the Ilsa movies have completed the collection. Again, I'm happy that Kino has put 4Ks and Blu-rays in these. So we got Ilsa, the Tigress of Siberia, and Ilsa, the Wicked Warden. So, and yeah, got all four of those now, and I was able to dispose of my bootleg from Sloppy Second Sales since I have all those. So that's the haul. That's what I picked up recently. I've got, of course, the Day of the Dead 4K pre-ordered, and I think that's it. I think that's all I have pre-ordered now. I canceled all the TerrorVision stuff because I just don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that, and if they eventually put them out, I'm sure you'll be able to get some. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's canceled. So. But I'm just not going to pre-order from them anymore. Oh, no worries. No worries. I appreciate you stopping by, though. Yeah, it's a work night, I know, for a lot of people. Yeah, I just can't. And there's stuff that I wanted from them, too. And I just had to email them and cancel it. I can't. You can't be letting people wait that long. So, we'll see. We do need to do another tournament. I got some ideas. I've got some other ideas. I don't know if you guys saw let's see if I can bring it up. Let's see. I did a little update on the logo because I want to focus a little more on horror again. And let's see, will that come up? Yeah. Did a little dead version of the logo. So I think I kind of like it. So that's up on the channel now. And but yeah, I want to get back in the horror thing, and we'll do some horror based tournaments and stuff because I uh, yeah, I'm keeping it for now. I've got so I'll give a little background. Last year, I'd actually purchased a little outbuilding to build a little out backyard video store. That was kind of going to be the channel name, and I was going to like rebrand and go over there and build out this video store in the backyard in this little building, and then do movie content from there. And 10 days into the year, I had the accident and broke my leg, so I had to give up the shed. I was paying on it because I had to take some time off of work, and that threw me behind on things, and so I had to reorganize myself, and then it just get busy with work. Things happen. None of us are making money off this stuff, and it's one of those things. So I have to go. I have to do what I have to do the day job first. That comes first, so I can get paid, and then I can do all this other stuff on the side. So, and lately that day job has been pretty hectic. It's a busy time for what I do right now. So you should do a mini strip club in the backyard. You could get those girls off of a stimulus package. I'm sure those were all Atlanta girls, so you just have them come over, um, unless they've all been shot, which is possible. You could have a Mr. Goddamn DJ every night and whoever else on that stupid ass video. Oh, we never did do part. We never did do the second disc of that. Damn, we do need to do that. That disc has never been anywhere near my DVD player since. So we'll have to do that some night. Maybe that'll be New Year's Eve this year. I think we did that on New Year's Eve. Was it? I think it was the year 2024 going into 25 when we did that. And then well, maybe I don't want to do that because 10 days later, all hell broke loose. We'll do it sometime. Sometime when there's not ice on the ground. I guess I could talk a little bit about Full Moon. I saw a bunch of these guys there. It was a great time. Got a picture with David Arquette. That would be fun. That's a franchise I don't think I've watched since like the very early 2000s. Probably not since that last one came out. Reunion came out. Were there any? They had the little. I call them not bootleg, but I guess direct to video sequels that came out. Were there any of those after Reunion? Did they do any more of those? I'm sure Dan knows. I've only seen like one of those direct to video ones. And it had like Stifler's brother. He may have been in all of them. I don't fucking know. I always thought it was funny. Like Eugene Levy was in those. I'm like, why is he hanging out with these kids? Yeah, the one I saw wasn't great. I don't know which one it was. But I think the other, what's there? There's four, right? Four main theatrical ones. I think they're all decent. talking about the last direct-to-video one. I liked. I thought American Reunion was good, and I don't honestly think. I guess we'll see how Scary Movie does, but if it goes balls to the wall like the old Scary Movies, I think you could do another American whatever. I'd like to revisit those people again. I tell you what's interesting about those is I think it was 99 that the first one came out, right? I'm thinking it was. So they were like, I look at it in the correlated with my life. So they were like freshmen when I was a senior in high school. Yeah, 99. So they would have been like freshmen when I was a senior in high school. So it's almost like I can track their timeline based on my age, if that makes sense, you know. So they would be like, I'm gonna be 50 this year. They would be like 46 now, which is crazy to think. That doesn't feel like that movie was that long ago. That they would be graduating high school and now 46. But and I know some of them were different ages, but we could do that. We could definitely do that. I'd be down to it. Try to do that one. And like I said, I'm trying to go more horror focused on here. But I'm down to do that stuff as well. So I'll do anything like that. What's up? How's it going? We could do both. I think just sex comedy tier list in general. That would be a fun tournament too, honestly. So yeah, I want to do some of that stuff. Just got to plan it. It's one of those things when you just have a lot going on. You got to set a time and make a plan and figure it out. It really, you know what? Really, I do want to go off on this, and I think I've done this before, but I'll do it again. A lot of you guys know that they changed a while back now the pay structure on StreamYard here. And I feel like that really kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of cooled me off of streaming because we were so limited on what we could do. I could get kind of creative with things before then when it was like you could stream for $10 a month and kind of do whatever you wanted. But when they jumped from $10 to $45 a month, it sucked. So, and I'm just shocked no one has like came up with a affordable, like under $20 a month platform. That's the problem. Like StreamYard is the best one. So, you know, someone needs to come up with a better one. And I know you can get creative with I can't think of the name of it now. The one that's kind of free. I think Piz uses it and stuff, but it just takes time to deal with, and it's not the most user friendly thing. Not like this when you can just send a link out and everyone hops on and everything's on the side. You can just OBS, yes, thank you, Dan. This is just so user friendly that it's unfortunate. I've actually thought about if I was really going to get myself on here and do stuff on the regular, just paying that. But I don't know. It is a lot of money too. to put down for that. So, but yeah. Well, that's the problem. Is a lot of that came from. That was one of the reasons I wanted to kind of rebrand and do a different channel, because a lot of the subs came from Art Bell, which I can't do now. I mean, I can put it on there, but I actually have the monetization back, but that was what was making the money. So, I know if I start running that again, it's going to kick that off. So, um, yeah. So maybe if we just grow, if we just grow um, what we're doing, that would be good. I actually have some ideas for some things that I'm trying to work out with some new methods. I don't want to get too specific on it. I'm doing some research, so I got some ideas that could be cool, that are Art Bell-ish, and like I said, I'm still in the research phase of that. But there may be something that can be an entertainment avenue that tickles the Art Bell fancy out there. So we'll see. We'll see what comes of that, and I'll keep researching it. And yeah, I miss Art Bell as well. Um, yeah, he'd be doing that show every night, some kind of UFO show with all this stuff that comes out now. Sad he missed it, and I don't even try to find George Norrie anymore. I guess he's still hosting that show. Um, Never liked him. I would listen to him. I used to have that security job. I've told that story before. That's where I got introduced to Art Bell, and was not a fan of Nori. I would listen to him just because had to be at work, and um, I'd want to listen to something to get me through the night. But yeah, I still go back and listen to some of the old art stuff, specific ones for sure. One of my favorite ones. I think I used to have it posted on here. So he did an interview with um, Mark Furman, the detective for the OJ case. Of course, it's not a paranormal story or anything, but it's just an interesting interview, whether you like that guy or not. Um, it was an interesting interview, and he told his side of those events that evening, and he kind of told what was going on about the um, trial part when he you know pled the fifth on all that stuff, and explained his side of things. So yeah, what's up, Darren? How's it going? I was watching. Well, I did comment. I guess you saw me comment the other night on your stream with Dirk. So hope you guys are doing well. It's always good to see you on. But yeah. Dead air. How's everybody been doing? Have you been doing well? Is it getting warm where you're at? It's it's starting to get there here. We're still in that late spring, early summer mode, but it's going to be hot as hell here soon. So Yeah. Did I go to the theater lately? Yeah, I did actually. I went and saw Michael um, a weekend ago, maybe 2 weekends ago. Uh, I I liked the movie. Um, it hit me in all the good nostalgia feels because I was a huge Michael Jackson fan as a kid. You know, when Thriller hit, I was 6 years old, and I had this little brown Fisher Price tape player, and I had the Thriller tape, and I would just walk around outside my house listening to that, and so I was a huge Michael Jackson fan, and I thought visually, musically, the whole movie was awesome. Um, I know there's a lot of people that were complaining that it it just basically um, Michael is a saint in the movie. I don't remember a ton of controversy in that part of his life. I could be wrong. They addressed the nose job thing, which I feel like that's what I remember the most at that in that period of his life. Um, it goes up to the he's performing bad. And yeah, I know they probably did that, but they're doing a second part of the movie. Um, so we'll see where they go from here. I do think they were kind of handcuffed there when they had to drop a bunch of stuff. Uh, you know, so the biggest beef I have with the movie overall was I felt like they just flew through the whole Thriller album part, and that could almost be a movie on itself. There's so much content there. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I'll get it when it comes out. Um, yeah, right. I think it would be cool if they can shoot at Neverland when they do the second half. That would be pretty cool. Um, I was saying I feel like that kid, his nephew, could go on tour and make fucking millions of dollars just doing that show, like doing the songs, doing the dances, doing the costume changes. He can make a shit ton of money doing that if they did something like that. So I think it. If you ask Jake, it was probably people with little hats that is what happened. So I don't know. Could be wrong. I'm assuming that was B Jake's take. Could be wrong though. But I enjoyed it. It was. I'm glad I went and saw it. So the Star people, yeah, they're behind everything. I might get just. Are you having the Elephant Man in a match? Is that what you're gonna have at your next show? That I would see. I'd like to see. Bubbles is actually going to come out and rip someone's face off. And Necro Butcher's fighting Bubbles. I think Jing probably took out Jing's rooster. I'd have killed that thing if it was waking me up every day. And we have seen some shit in the last 5 to 6 years. There's been so much. There could be a movie about what we've all been through the past 6 years doing this shit on YouTube, because there's been so much. Feel like it's like been a lifetime worth of nonsense. You know, the Michael Jackson movie could have almost been like an HBO show. Honestly, I think I'd almost rather that than than the movie. But like I said, it was cool to see the movie in the theater. So it's hard to say. Yeah, he. I feel like a lot of his issues were the fact that, and his brothers were the same way as well, I guess. But the kid had no childhood and was like a star from, I don't even know what age he started, but um, couldn't be a normal person. So he had to basically, and I guess they show this in the movie. It's kind of not too crazy to think that he lived his life based on what he saw in movies and TV shows, and it's just not realistic. So, um, yeah, I think that's what happens with most child actors. How many child actors grow up to have normal lives when they're adults? Very few. So, I mean, we saw Alex Vincent at the full moon, and he had some major issues. So, yeah, his fame was next level. I mean, he couldn't do shit. It was just impossible. So, when you're having to, yeah, yeah. I mean, he had all kind of animals. Yeah, that's very possible. Um, his dad was not a great father. So, uh, yeah. Anyway, but let's see. I'm trying to think if I've seen anything else lately. I've not been to the theater to see much. That was the first movie I'd seen in the theater since I saw Texas Chainsaw last year on Texas Chainsaw Day, when they had the one time screening at the theater. So, um, yeah, I saw this clip of Eddie Murphy talking about going over there and going to his house one time, and Eddie Murphy said, "Oh, is that Bubbles over there?" Michael's like, "Don't go over there. He's mean." So, Bubbles had a good childhood. Maybe Bubbles got abused too. I don't know. Who knows? I try to not even judge him anymore. The man's been dead for, what's he been dead now? 17 years? Just about. I think it was summer of '09. So I think someone new came out and said he drank Michael drank this kid's urine or something, and I'm like, the dude's dead. I'm like, you're just at this point you're just trying to get your name in the news. I feel like, um, because the movie's out. Michael Jackson's big right now, so yeah, he probably was in there. Well, anyway, I guess I can wrap this up. Um, like I said, I got some cool stuff. I'm glad I picked up, and may try to watch Salem's Lot tomorrow, or Interspace, or both. I have the day off, so off till Monday, which I'm excited about. Trying to get feeling a little better, but I can just lay here and watch some stuff. So I'm looking forward to that, and we'll come up with um, some tournament or something to do here soon, and I'll arrange it with some of the guys, and I'll go through you, Dan. I know I'm on Facebook with you, so uh, yeah, that sale is next week, isn't it? It seems early. I thought it would be the week after, but that's the plan, Darren. I'm going to do a little more horror. Um, like I was telling him, I changed the logo up. I'll show that again real quick. Uh, Made a new version of the logo today, and I kind of like it. I think it's cool, and yeah, so I'm excited to do that. I've got so much horror that I've bought. I need to stop buying so much and just start watching it and doing some little videos on it. Um, because I also got so much shit now that I need to watch. And if I don't like it, just get rid of it because I don't have enough room for all this stuff. Uh, yeah, I heard you guys say that the other night. I'd love to come on with you guys sometime. Just I'll find a way to get in touch with you, and I can't remember if we're friends on Facebook. If we are, you can message me there, and we can set something up for sure. Um, but I got to watch some of this stuff and get rid of it if it's not what I want to watch ever again. So I don't. I could probably get on your guys' Discord, and like I said, I just cut all this social media stuff because I'm just tired of seeing it. I know it's kind of crazy, but I just sometimes you need a mental break from that stuff, and this year's getting a little insane with not just politics, but everything. So um, it is politics. It's also there's a lot of nonsense on social media that's not even politic related. So um, I've just been kind of focused on work stuff and trying to earn my keep, if you want to put it that way. So, but yeah, we'll get some things going, and maybe we'll get something going next week. Do you know what those are? There hints out there, Dan, about those mystery titles from Vinegar Syndrome? I was curious on them. Well, I'm waiting for that. I did see. Did finally watch Scream 7 the other night, and that's a good guess actually, Mangler. I didn't think about that one. Um, the killers were stupid on Scream 7. I just do not like those movies. I think the first one is fine, but yeah, we can do that too. I think the first one is fine. The rest of them, I remember nothing from the other Scream movies. So, um, I think those people are wrong. Ghost. I think Peter Jackson's putting those out if they ever come out. Um, I don't think Vinegar Syndrome will do them. I could be wrong, but that would just be my thought. I would see him doing like Second Sight or something if he's going to put them through a boutique. Well, I mean, I feel like it had a cool concept. The whole AI Stu and all the old characters was kind of a cool idea. Um, but the killers were just fucking hot garbage. So, and their reasoning was ridiculous. So, but that's every Scream movie, honestly. I thought the reasoning was very suspect in the first one. So, whatever. All right. I am going to get off here. I appreciate you guys stopping by tonight. It was good to get on here. And I made it to almost an hour alone, which was always the hardest thing to do. If anybody does this crap alone, it's a challenge. So, um, but yeah, we'll get something going, and appreciate you guys coming on. I sound like West Vance there, but guys, we appreciate it. But thanks for stopping by, and we will see you here again soon on S'mores and Doors. Take it easy.